There are many sources of power in the disc golf backhand. You can add energy to the system either through momentum, through snapping your wrist, through pulling with the arm, to bringing in the off arm, to running down the tee pad, or in some cases, spinning all the way around in a 360. But there's one reliable engine in the backhand that supersedes everything. The plant leg. The engine of the backhand. The engine of the backhand is the mighty quad of the plant leg. And whether you're throwing from a standstill or you're running along with momentum, when you plant properly and you sequence properly, you add a ton of kinetic energy to the disc with your right leg. You're rooted, so you push energy into the ground, that energy pulls back up into your throwing arm, the disc becomes heavy, and you can wail on it and make it roar. So how do you harness the engine, the mighty engine of the plant leg, to produce biomechanical force into the disc golf backhand mechanism? How do you do it? There's a lot of ways to achieve it. It begins, of course, with stability, rootedness. You must become a tree rooted into the ground. The method gets you that feel. This is the first part of it. This brace that you learn, it's dorky. It doesn't generate power. This twist has actually nothing to do at all with generating force, but it starts in a different part of the brain. So you get to rewire the whole thing. This twist gets you feeling standing up on the right leg first, because now your focus is on your legs. And when you do that, when you twist forward and you push into the ground, you begin to feel the engine revving a little bit. For the first time, the ground is not a foe. You don't feel like you're spinning on a banana peel, which is how most people who play the sport follow through. They think that they need to spin in place, because you see the pros do these beautiful, like, wow, that follow through. But that follow through is totally different from, they're not the same at all. One player harnesses the engine, and the other player is like on ice, slipping and sliding on slime. So we need to learn stability first. It begins with the method. When you master this, you move to the beautiful left side frame, a balanced position that allows you to fall into the root and stand up to produce power. As you get better at it, you can make the fall more energetic. The ground comes rushing right back up to hold you. That's an energetic shock wave. You weigh a ton compared to a disc. And of course, you can't put all your entire body's weight energy into the disc. You don't have enough time or enough musculature to do it. But you can pour a huge amount of kinetic energy into the disc when you time correctly, when you get rooted. It starts with rootedness. You then add gravity to it. Whatever works for you. Some people could probably throw 550 feet with this motion. One stride, that's it. Enough of my mass, I weigh about 180. Falling to the right, caught by the right leg. Huge shockwave into the ground. Ground pushes back with that energy. I stand up into the energy. It amplifies it in a huge energetic wave, all of my atoms vibrating. And I'm off my right foot now, and all that energy piles up in my arm and becomes heavy. When you do this in sequence, you can destroy the disc. When the disc gets heavy, you can put so much more exertion into it. It begins with stability. It begins with the brace. It begins by harnessing the mighty engine of your plant leg. This quad, train it. Train it through these drills and just watch what happens. You're gonna be astonished. Then we will add momentum to that mechanism. You'll hit the disc and people will lose sight of it. Imagine that.